Hiya, my name's Cheryl Yates and I'm the Participation Officer for Cared For and Care Experienced Children and Young People in Sefton. There are a number of ways we capture the voices of our children and young people. One of these is through our Cared For and Care Experienced Councils. Our youth ambassadors are young people aged 11 to 15, and we've got our Making a Difference group who is made up of young people aged 16 plus. The group set their own agenda and their priorities. So some of the priorities for this year have been endings with professionals, so when social care workers leave and how they say goodbye, cared for reviews, and also children and young people's mental health. All of these projects will be co-produced with our young people, staff from social care and our partners to ensure that we get the best outcomes for our children, young people and their families.
Hi, my name's Emma Lambert and I work for Sefton CBS. So at Sefton CBS we've set up a Youth Voice Strategic Steering Group. The Youth Voice Strategic Steering Group is made up of professionals from the local authority, health, education, social care and the voluntary sector. It allows the professionals to share the information, to get young people involved and to produce more positive pieces of work.
The groups are really influential in helping us to shape our service delivery, both an operational and strategic level. An example of this most recently is when our young people have been involved in helping us to develop our finance policy. That's around savings for young people and allowances to ensure we're consistent for all young people. They've also been working around our higher education and postgraduate funding policies as well to make sure that we have high aspirations for our children and young people.
So my name is Ristad Hare. I'm the Executive Director of Children's Services for Sefton Council. Co-production is actually essential if we want to create long-lasting sustainable change. It's only the voice of experience, that being the young people or their parents, who've actually had this lived experience that can honestly tell us what it feels like to go through these times. One of the things I always think is that those people who've experienced the problem are the experts of those problems, and if you're the expert of that problem, then you've got the solution.
So my top tip for co-production is that it needs to be fully inclusive. It can't be rushed. It often takes time to build up relationships, particularly with young people, so that they feel confident enough to share their own experiences, their views and their opinions.
My top tip for working with young people in co-production is to make sure that you build in enough time in the project to give young people the opportunity to really think about the subject that they're talking about, so that they can then give more positive and in detailed answers.
Listen, and listen to hear, don't listen to respond. Too many people listen and then just respond to what they've heard. What you've got to do is really, really listen. Listen to what the person's saying, think about why they're saying it, think about where that comes from.
It's also really important that we feed back to anybody involved in the co-production process to ensure that they've got all the information about what the plans are for the project. It's very much about closing the loop, especially when our young people are consulted about various different projects. It's always important to feed back to them what's being done about that.